What's going on, everybody? As 0626 and Oeroman Gaming, aka Old Brightlight, back again with the Edge and Oreo show.
Yo, what's going on, everybody?
So, David, what you got for us today? I know you have a pretty sports-related topic, so what do you got for us?
Oh yeah, man. Well, I know you're a pretty huge fan of the Knicks and just anything New York related. So, with the news of Phil Jackson being fired recently, how do you feel about it?
Well, I'll tell you exactly how I feel about it. When Phil Jackson first came into the Knicks franchise, I was pretty excited for the future, and then I'd say maybe a year or two in, I was kind of I was beginning to sour on it a lot more. You know what I mean? You know, because he had this whole vendetta. He had this whole vendetta against Melo, and then this whole recent thing with Porzingis, which everybody was literally up in arms about. Like, we don't want Porzingis to even go away. You know, that type of thing. And even my dad was like, if we trade Porzingis during the draft, I'm done watching, you know, Knicks and basketball and anything. So, and then the news of Phil Jackson's firing came, and we're all the happiest people alive. You know, I saw God knows how many memes regarding, you know, Melo and Porzingis being happy that Phil Jackson's fired and all that stuff. And I even showed you a couple of them. There was that one where Porzingis is supposed to be Jeff Hardy doing a swanton bomb off like a 25-foot ladder into Phil Jackson.
Yeah,
so,
that was pretty funny.
That was a funny one. So all I can say is I'm pretty excited about him being gone, although it does leave me some questions as to who's going to take his place and to what's going to happen with our team going into the next season.
Well, do you think anybody could come in and do a better job than he did?
I'm pretty sure, because he tried to force the triangle offense on us, which I think was almost from the get-go. People were starting to realize that this doesn't work for us. Yeah. You know, it may have worked for who did he used to play? Who did he used to not play? But who did he used to work for? The Lakers?
I forget honestly. It was the Bulls, I think.
Bulls or Lakers, it's one of those. But whoever used the triangle offense during his time with that team, you know, it probably worked for them, but it doesn't work for us. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So that's all I have to say about it. I'm just happy this whole thing with trading Melo and Porzingis is now behind us, and that we can finally look forward to what the future holds. I mean, this team.
With that out of the way, do you still think Melo is going to get traded? Because obviously he wanted out of there before, but now that Phil Jackson's gone, do you think he still wants to get out, or?
He has a no trade clause, from what I understand, in his contract. So if he doesn't want to be traded, he can't be traded.
Yeah.
But that's from what I understand.
Yeah, but what I was just asking, do you think he would still want to be traded, though?
Would he still want to be traded? I'm not sure if he'd still want to be traded. Like, I don't think he'd want to be traded. I think he just would want to finish his contract and, you know, milk us for all the money he can milk us out of. So.
Yeah.
Because I don't see him. I don't see him really as a team player, quite frankly. You know, he has his good days. Like, this year probably wasn't the best for him, but he has his good months or seasons or whatever. It's just that, I don't know. I think a lot of people kind of want Melo gone, regardless of how they felt about Phil Jackson wanting to trade him to begin with, because he's just taking money that could be used for other players or that type of stuff. You know, at least that's my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to throw my 2 cents on it, I think he would want to get out of there, just because they're not obviously a winning franchise, and he's getting older, obviously. So I would think he would want to get out of there, even with Phil like just getting gone, and that's the reason he wanted out of there in the first place. But
well, if he does leave, now with that being said, if he does leave with Phil being gone, he's probably the biggest piece of shit player, more so than LeBron now. Because that just shows what type of person and player he is, you know.
Yeah.
That's just, once again, my opinion. But this is coming from a Knicks fan. If any Knicks fan has any problem with this, I mean, please tell me in the comments section. You know.
Yeah.
But so I know you got some other news regarding guys like Paul George and stuff. So what do you got?
Well, recently, actually, yesterday, Paul George got traded to the Oklahoma City Thunder, which was probably the biggest news in the NBA in the past few weeks, just because, you know, he's such a big star, and he wanted to go to another franchise, Cleveland, or pretty sure the Knicks were looking at him for a minute.
Yeah, I heard something about the Knicks looking at him.
Yeah, the Lakers. So I think that was probably the biggest news so far, because Phil Jackson, that's been coming for a while, but Paul George definitely getting traded. That, I think that's probably the biggest news of this free agency so far. Now, like, unless somebody like LeBron or even Melo, like if Melo got traded, that'd probably be bigger news. But
yeah, I think so. But no one's gonna. They're not gonna trade LeBron, Cleveland. I mean, they'd have to be completely stupid. As much as I hate LeBron, it's not. It's an illogical decision to trade him. You know.
Yeah, it is. It really is. But I mean, you never know, because he already did it once. So well, technically twice, leaving Miami. But
yeah,
why wouldn't he do it again? You know.
Now let me ask you this: with Paul George going to the Thunder, does that make them a super team now, or close to one?
That makes them kind of close to a super team, honestly, in my opinion. Just because, I mean, look who they have. They have Russell Westbrook, who he's a high, like literally every definition of superstar. That's what he is for that team, and he won the MVP this year. So, so obviously, adding Paul George, who is MVP caliber, you know, like, what can't they, like, the sky's the limit pretty much. Well, actually, Golden State's the limit, but that's not.
Yeah,
you know,
Golden State is the limit because that's in their division, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so if they can get past that Golden State glass ceiling, so to speak, I think they'll be fine. Because that's basically where the limit is for them, like you said.
Yep. Yeah, I think they're easily, just by adding Paul George, I think they're easily a, I'd say top 5 team right now in the NBA.
OKC. Is that what you mean?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I missed what team that was. Okay, that's my bad. But yeah. So anything else? Isn't there another guy that moved to like another team again? I forgot his name though. I don't know. They say that this guy moves to like a team every 2 years or something. I don't know. I forgot who it was though. I forgot his name.
There was news of Iguodala trying to leave Golden State, which would, I mean, that would put them right out of the contention for at least until they pick somebody else up. That would put them out of contention for winning another championship.
Wait, who's this guy again?
Because Iguodala, Andre Iguodala, he's probably like one of the best players off the bench. Well, he was their best player off the bench, but in the whole NBA, he was probably one of the best off the bench, if not the best.
Huh.
Yeah, he's a really good two-way player, really good on defense and solid offense. I mean, he only averaged 7.6 points like last season, but in the years where he was a starter, well, that's the thing, is he has starter quality, so you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, that's why he's the best player off the bench and on their defense, probably, I would say.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, one final thought. I forgot to ask you when we were talking about this last. What was that guy? I forgot his name. I know he played for the Knicks, but I forgot his name. The guy that made that really shitty free throw and had that face. The meme.
Oh, Joakim Noah.
Who is it?
Joakim Noah.
Joakim Noah. Yeah, I still can't get over that. I literally had to rewatch it once or twice just to get a good kick out of it. It's just that funny.
Oh, man.
And you know what I heard? I heard he doesn't even play for us anymore. So he got $75 million or whatever for that one season, and now he doesn't even play for us. You know?
Yeah, I'm not sure if he still does, because I mean, I haven't heard anything about him leaving, but
yeah, that's what my brother told me. I don't know. His news is kind of iffy sometimes, but from what my brother has told me, he's no longer on the Knicks. Yeah, and I think this was the only season he played with us, but that would be funny, yes. All right, so I guess, what do you want to do, close it out now?
Yeah, this game's coming to an end. We can close it out if you want.
Yeah. So, I think so. Basically, in conclusion, Phil Jackson sucks, and that's all I gotta say.
Top 5 team now.
Yeah, but
and
Golden State's their ceiling.
Joakim Noah is probably one of the worst players to ever get paid $73 million a year.
And definitely has the worst free throw. Definitely has the worst free throw of all time.
Yeah,
hands down. Hands down. Instant meme right there. All right. Well, we certainly hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let us know any thoughts in the comments section on both our channels down below, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Peace out.
Peace.